Chapter 5 blog. He starts off the reading explaining the effects smartphones have on the brain. Some pros is it helps humans unload and save memories, which almost gives the brain a break from remembering so many things. Like me saving pictures to my Snapchat so I can remember what I did last week. Um, and then some cons, you'll be less likely to store and recall information. Um, if we have an option for it to be accessible 24/7 on our phones, um, which will totally redefine on how our memory functions. Next, he talks about how handwriting things are better for the brain, and it helps you remember better, like taking notes in class. Um, in the book, he says, compared to typing, handwriting notes results in better recall transfer, lengthier time of recall, and activities and activates the brain in different and more robust ways. Um, Next in the story, he explains more information, how the more information we have access to, the lesser understanding we have of that information. Uh, for example, like think of a stupid question: what does this sign mean? I drive. I should know what this road sign means, but I'll catch myself looking it up on Google just to make sure. Um, in the next part of the reading, he talks about how technology is making us second guess ourselves, and how we end up trusting the technology more than our knowledge, which can be dangerous. After that, he predicts how technology will change in the future, and how um, the load of information is just going to keep getting bigger, and how he thinks the phones are gonna deal with that, and how they're gonna get better. Um, he finishes the chapter by explaining the way we use Google, and how some people can think that's making us dumb because of our inability to remember an easy question that could be answered by Google. Also, people think it's making us dumber because when they search up how do I, Google will show all the top results of searches from other people. And these searches, some of these words that will come up will make you question, like, why would anybody ask that question? Um, and they're also asking Google questions that's not designed to answer, such as personal opinions. They're only they're designed to answer yes or no questions, or like certain facts, not personal opinions. Um, I feel like we need to slow down on technology advances because I actually see how it's affecting how we learn. Um, I even catch myself typing a question that I should know the answer into Google just to make sure that I'm right. And if we do this, it's not technically a bad thing to ask Google an easy question just to make sure you're right. We're putting all of our trust in technology, which is where we're leading up to, because technology can give us insane amounts of information too, that we don't know. Therefore, we feel like, oh, if it knows this, then we should ask it the easy questions, just to make sure. But giving them all that trust, therefore, takes away us from the top, basically. It basically replaces us with the technology, therefore, what's special about us. Um, so when taking notes and studying in class, trying to, trying to keep that memory, I feel like we should lean away from technology. Again, we should have a little bit of technology and stuff, but in class, especially when we're trying to gain information and keep it in our brains, we should resort to handwriting and just stay away from technology. Because when technology's brought in, I feel like feel we don't have to keep that in our head. If it's online already and we can just pull it up, why would I need, why would I need to keep it in my head? But there is stuff that we should not be putting all this trust into Google for.